Welcome to Factorio Beltalowda recap number 8. Yes, week number 8. And my name is DangOreus, in case you missed it. So, short recap. This is my series that I'm playing on Twitch. I'm playing it Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday evening, European time. So, if you have missed that opportunity, do feel free to jump on by and say hi. And you also get the opportunity to correct my mistakes in real time instead of leaving a comment on YouTube and hoping I'll remember next time I record. So a lot has happened in the base since last time, or since the last update. And last update I highlighted that I want to do the Great Deconstruction, and that has now been undertaken. The Great Deconstruction and Reconstruction is in progress. So previously, if you remember, I had my bus running in this area, running down, and it was filled with all sorts of things like iron, copper, stone, steel, plastic, all that stuff, coal even. So a lot of things that were just raw materials. What I'm doing now is I'm changing it. First of all, I'm doing it horizontal. I did that primarily because I'm looking at where I had the space. That one seemed to be better. Instead of tearing this out and building at the same place, that was actually quite difficult to sort of fit in. But this bus is very different. It's a bus that only has, let's say, high-level products, so that I can build these products outside and then bring them in. Such as, for example, some time ago we built the productivity modules and electric furnace. They're built all the way down here in this area, and that's being brought in. And now it just takes up one belt each, so that when I build a purple science, I can build it like this. I'm also building things much more aggressively with modules and beacons for two reasons. We do have some power available, and then the second one is the fact that we save a lot of power by using smelting columns such as this. This basically doesn't take any power. It only takes 50 watts or something. I don't even know what but it takes pretty much nothing, these smelting arrays. So unlike stuff like this, which will eventually be phased out because it takes a lot of modules and beacons. And so all of our raw products, they will be very light on power, such as the plastic build and the smelting builds, even the green science build. They'll be very light on the power. Then some things as well, these can't be moduled. These can't be productivity modules, so there's no point in really making them anything else. So that's kind of the essence of it, because we also want to make sure that we consume a lot of materials. And yeah, so what I've done is, for example, some of the things I've simply just had to move, which is luckily quite easy with the number of robots we have. So we have here, this is our plastic. It used to go this way, but I had to move it. And a lot of things here, so you can now this one, the idea here is that I'll be monitoring where I have issues, and then I'm gonna fix it. So for example, right now it's quite clear that we have issues in terms of the low density structures because it's used for yellow science, and also for our rockets. I'm scaling this base now to half a belt of science per minute. No, science. I'm playing too much Satisfactory since I'm saying minutes. Yeah, so 22.5 science per second is my scaling, and everything I'm doing is scaling towards that. That means also I need 2 rocket launchers. These are not scaled, they're not tuned to the right ratio, but they're working, and we are launching rockets really fast at this point, which is lovely. That one is actually up all the way up to 10,000, so this one is idling. This one is gonna idle as well. This one will now just be standing ready, and it will not go in because this one will be red and this one will be red as well. So that's kind of, it's self-adjusting, this part. This will only build a buffer of 10,000 each only, which is actually too much, but that's beside the point. I do want to consume things, but at this point, if we're consuming the low density too fast, that means our yellow science doesn't get enough yellow science here, and then that's scaling down everything. So it's actually better for us to do it differently. However, we are also doing something else, because at this point I'm looking at Oh yeah, by the way, red and green science, easy. Got the blue up here, purple here. This is half of what we need of purple, and this is half of what we need of the yellow. So those need to be scaled up as well, eventually. Then we go down here. This is a new build I am in the process of working on. This is a new modular frame, no, low density structure build. You got here 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes of steel. That's going to give us 40% of a full belt, and 4 lanes of copper. These are 2 are balanced, and then I need some kind of plastic coming in, and that's what I'm looking for down here. That means actually I need to do some readjustment, unfortunately, because I want to have my plastic like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So this battery build that we built some time ago, I've shut it off for unknown reasons. Actually, I've shut it off by taking this one. Yeah, I killed this one. That sucks. Probably shouldn't have done that right now. Now they work again. Doesn't matter. And I want to take this one, this copper thing, I want to put it here, the iron thing that was used to here, down here, and I built a new battery thing, because this was taking too much space. It's also better to say sulfur, sulfuric acid, the iron and copper needed, and then batteries, just like that. And then have this go up. So this becomes another plastic build that will feed into the low density structures, which will then feed in to the bus. So you can see how much space is being used here, and all of this, eventually at least, just to fill up one line. Likewise, this one, just to fill up one line on the bus. So I'm really conserving the space on the bus. There's no way I'm gonna get, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be, where's that one? It looks weird, this one. There's no way I don't expect that I'll be using so much batteries that I'm gonna run out. Because if we look, well, actually maybe, because up here, this is consuming quite a lot of batteries when this is running. So I really feel that what we've done over the last week, it felt really bad just tearing everything down. But I now, in my heart of hearts, I know it's the right move. Also, if we look at the sacred grid, it is just amazing at this point. It's spread everywhere, all the way down here. This little enclave has to go, and then we need to start replacing stuff out here with better builds that are aligned. And you can see here this area. This is getting more serious in terms of how fast we work. 8 lanes coming in, 8 lanes of blue being done, and that's 80. So it's actually less because of the productivity and speed they're working at. There's just they can munch through this really quickly. So that's basically where we are at this point. I think that I'm really happy about how this has been progressing, and there's still a long way to go in terms of scaling up. So there's definitely at least a couple of weeks, and we are slowly starting to consider what the next base is going to be, and it is almost certainly going to be a look at Angels mods upgrade to 0.18. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still tons of interesting things to build in this space now that we finally got things sort of more in working order here. So with that, I think I'll just leave it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the support on Twitch, both the subs and cheers and activity in chat, and it's just great streaming the space. I'm having a ton of fun with it. So thank you everyone, and I hope to see you guys either on your YouTube, over on Twitch, or on Discord. Until next time, stay effective.